Oh my god, my brain is so fried. Like, I've never felt this way before. My head just fucking hurts. Like, it's so dizzy, and it might be because I'm also somewhat still sick from the weekend. But oh my god, I have been studying for my sociology midterm. I cannot imagine what it would be like to study for the bar test if you want to become a lawyer. Fuck that. I'm having such a hard, like, okay, it's not a hard time because it's pretty easy that I get to have 2 pages of notes. And right here, yeah, right here. See, I'm gonna show you guys. This is so far my pages of notes. Now, all the highlighted parts are the sections of chapters within 2 books. And I could use any size font I want, and I'm using size 8. Oh my god. So fucking painful. Alright, but enough of that. There you are. No, yep, it changed. Okay. Okay, hold on, let me save this file because I totally just did that while I'm, yeah. Okay, but anyways, holy shit guys, my fucking brain hurts. And I'm taking a break from studying. And it's a kind of a big deal to me because sociology is going to be my thing for the rest of my life. And it's really interesting, of course it is. And I'm learning a lot as I'm studying again and again, you know. And it's really interesting because, like, it's about the plug-in drugs and, you know, how TV affects families and, like, children and even adults. And there's, like, pros and cons for it. And, you know, why we use television is, okay, I guess this is what this whole commentary is going to be about. I'm sorry. If you guys are interested in, like, TV as a drug or something, I mean, you don't have to see TV as an addiction if you're obviously not really addicted to it. Like me, for instance, I only watch probably, like, an episode of something when I'm eating, and that's about it. And I usually eat, like, twice a day only. Should be 3, but it's only twice. So I don't really spend much time watching TV, but for those who do spend a lot of your time watching TV. Sorry, I had to cough. No? Okay. Wow. I'm still kind of sick. Yeah, I am. But for those who do not spend a lot of your time watching TV, or for those who do, listen to this commentary because it's going to be very interesting as I'm talking about this. Like, I know I'm taking a break from it, but this is kind of for me to also, like, recap everything that I've learned so far in my sociology class, which is amazing. If you guys are in college, please try a sociology class. Like, I know Jade is going to try one next semester, so I'm really excited for him. I can't wait to see, like, what he thinks of it and how he's gonna feel about it, and to know that his girlfriend, you know, his future wife one day is gonna be doing this kind of stuff, like focusing her life on this, so he'll know what it's like, you know, like the emotions of it and the thought process of it. And it takes a lot of fucking mental power to major in sociology, and you kinda gotta have a strong heart. So anyways, The Plug-in Drug. It's also a book, of course. I have the book. It's a really good book, and I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna have, like, my own little library with Jade when we're older, and we have our own little place. This Plug-in Drug book, though, oh my god, it's so good and filled with stuff. You guys want to know the reason why television was even made? Of course, it gives people jobs, you know, as actors, actresses, and when you think of television, you think, oh, entertainment. Yeah, it's entertaining because, you know, the stuff you see on TV back then, they were funny and they were in black and white, you know, didn't seem too harmful to stare at black and white. And, you know, like, you listen to the radio, same stuff, but there's no image. And then, you know, the TV comes out and it's like, holy shit, this is so cool, you know? It's like, oh man, we invented something that has pictures in it, like moving pictures, that's really cool. And, you know, movies, awesome stuff. Then, you know, the time changes and you're, like, into the future. There's color in the television and there's way more actors, actresses, TV shows, a variety of things, even cartoons. Like, kids have their own programs that they can watch, and adults have their own programs they can watch, you know, teenagers as well. Like, there's just so many programs out there for all of us to be entertained. There's even basketball we can watch. We can watch things live, like sports events, or we can watch the news, like raining forecast, or like Hurricane Sandy, something like that, you know? Like, it's crazy how amazing television is. It can definitely inform us about a lot of things if you're the type to watch the news, but then again, you know, media, you can't really trust what they all say because they'll just cover on things that aren't really important, like instead of covering the Hurricane Sandy, the television media show would like cover how the Giants won and there's a Giants parade in San Francisco. And that's what people know about instead of the Sandy hurricane, you know? So it's like, what the fuck? Television is crazy, and like the way people use it. Okay, so do you think that it's okay for kids or like babies to be watching TV? And if you do think it's okay, let me know why in the comment box, okay? So I'm going to let you know why parents let kids or their babies watch it. Now this might sound a little bit weird, but it's very true and it's a fact. I learned this while reading. Television is used as a babysitter for children and babies. Why? Because when the parents or the mother that's home, usually that's how it is. I'm not like trying to say that that's how it should be, but usually mothers are at home watching the kids, taking care of them, and it gets tiring, so they use the TV as a babysitter when the mom wants to answer a phone call or talk to a friend that's coming over or do something on her own time, use some free time that she wants, like have extra sleep during the weekend. Then that's what the television comes in for. It babysits the kids. It really does. And parents might think that if the kids watch cartoons or something educational, it'll be okay, that it's okay for them to watch something like this because it's educational. And that makes the parents feel better about it. You know, like, oh, it's okay that my kids are watching TV. At least they're watching something educational. It's not true, because it's proven that when younger kids and babies watch TV, there's no thought process going on in their head. Nothing, there's no mental activity. Like, they're just watching it, like going through the motions of watching it. You know, like how you could watch something, you're not really thinking, you're not engaging, you know, you're not talking to somebody saying, Mommy, what shape is that? Like, again, I forgot, rectangle, what? You know, like, there needs to be somebody there to engage with the child. And what's better than that, instead of letting your kids just watch TV at such a young age because you think it's educational when it's really not, what you could do on your free time, if you care enough, is to sit down with your kid and play with them and teach them yourselves. You know, like, hey, let's buy some building blocks, some Legos, some Barbie dolls, anything. You know, and fucking shove it in your kid's face and be like, I'll be Ken and you'll be Barbie and that'll be our little kid Kelly. And you teach them shapes, you teach them like how to play. And playing is very, very important. But nowadays, since we're so like high tech in our era, that kids nowadays, all they want to play with are your iPhones or your iPads or your computers or the Nintendo DS's on their little hands, you know, like, I have 4 cousins who literally, when I go downstairs, they live with me, but they live downstairs. When I go see them and say hi and just to visit when I come home, every single time I do, every day of their lives, I know this for a fact that they just stare at their little devices and they do not communicate with their parents at all. The dad is always working, I know that, because he's my uncle, he's hardworking, but their mom is a stay-at-home mom and she doesn't have a job. Her job is to clean, cook, and take care of the 4 kids that they have, okay? But on her free time, she is on the computer herself, and she lets all her kids be babysitted by little technical devices. And now, there's something wrong with that, don't you think? And if you don't think so, then holy shit, you should continue to listen to this commentary, because I hope to change your mind about this. Like, whew, take a break here. Yeah. Jade stick in my throat. Anyways, oh man, yeah, I went on a little rant right there, but it's true. Like, the more that kids are being babysitted by devices and like, you know, consoles, TV programs, and their parents don't even pay attention to them, it's a huge reason why a lot of kids are angry and violent and more aggressive, and it's very true. You go on Xbox, you see a lot of 11, 10-year-old boys there, 12-year-old boys there, and they're just cussing at you and saying random shit. Well, if their parents were actually there hanging out with them in their room maybe, do you think they'd be saying shit like that? No, they wouldn't. They would shut the fuck up. They would actually be playing some cool family games maybe, or they wouldn't even be on the mic. You know, like when you're out and about, like at a dinner thing with your family, or even with a friend one-on-one dinner or lunch or breakfast, and you get a text message on your phone, because I know all of you guys have phones, and I've done this before, and I really do not do it anymore, because I realized that the more you have your phone with you everywhere you go, and you're constantly wanting to check your shit, like your YouTube, like to see if Ravenous KELLS has posted a video, or you want to text somebody, or you want to call somebody, or talk to somebody, realize that you are spending time with either your family or your friend or your significant other. And when you're doing that, you can definitely respect them and not take out your devices and make it seem like you would rather be on your phone than having their company, because that's just wrong. And it's so addictive that I see in all families, of course, that when there are family gatherings, their kids, the little young ones, are just on their little Nintendo DSs or whatever iPads playing games. And the parents don't even care, because they're glad that their kids are occupied, so the parents can talk to the other family relatives that are parents as well. It's understandable, but it's ridiculous. Like, don't be one of those kids or teenagers who are on their phones and not being active with your family, because you have only one life, okay? And like, the more you waste it, like just using technology and not even appreciating like nature or the company or a surrounding of people, you're missing out on a lot, and that's not healthy. I'll tell you that now. And I know this commentary is very lengthy, so I'm gonna stop here. And if you guys have any more questions, any more comments, please just put it down here, okay? Like down there. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, please think about this stuff. Peace.